Take on requests. The rewards for solving people's requests are not limited to just money or items. You can also even unlock a new archetype. Oh! The harder the request, the greater the reward you can expect. You may be requested to slay certain monsters outside the city, for example. You can review requests. You've already taken the quest section, blah, blah, blah. Some quests have time limits. Okay. Da, da, da. Oh, is this like Xenoblade?
What's happened?
Okay. Let's go to the church. Well, I guess we might as well just,
Alright then.
have I been there before? I have not. Where is it located? Can I like, is there like an objective guide? Or you can see other travelers' party formation details by the time the request review. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. View the details of the request using that button to see more information about battles. I feel like I'm very, Pagan's Lemma. I'm very underleveled. Can I like, oh, objection. Or not objection, objective. Well, show me location, Royal Capital Grand Trad. But I want to see where the church is. I don't know where the church is. Gotta admit, I am curious about the blade surfing. Oh, that's right. Here, am I doing it? Yeah. Wait, it's literally my sword that's just levitating. Yo! Wait, look at him chilling on that. He's got his arms waving, everything. He don't care about balance. Okay. Sun Lumeshi. Okay, I think this is where I was supposed to go. Where's the church? Okay, that's a side quest. I'll pick it up in a second. I don't want to get too jumbled up with, like, having too many quests at once, and then I need to plan accordingly. Is that... Where's the church?
Alright.
How do I... Oops. Where am I?
Alright then.
Okay.
What's happened?
Oops.
That reminds me.
Okay. Where? I'm so confused. An anathema usually means natural enemy, opposite of someone held as cursed or unwelcome by religion. I think it's Latin or Greek. Oh. You learn something new every day. What the? Chatty elder? Let's see. The what tavern? I can't read that. Okay, so not there.
Alright then.
Oh. Is it over there? Traveler's Voices Town. Through Traveler's Voices, you can see how other players... Oh, wait, I already read this. Most people spend time in town today. The Labyrinth? Some people actually went... Oh, interesting. Is the Labyrinth like the grinding place? Okay, if most people spend time in town, took in the scenery, talked with a pagan, talked with an activist, heard a story from long ago. Okay. If that's what most people did, then I'll just do that too. Okay, there's another side quest there. Where is the church? I don't think the church is that way. It is Sword Art Online Alternative. Go get online. I am gonna have to rewatch Sword Art Online Alternative. What? Oh, you're just replying to an old thing. I am so lost. Man in pain.
Hey!
Hey, did you hear that? It sounded like a cry of pain somewhere nearby.
You're not getting off the hook for that.
Who? Who's crying in pain? Who's crying in pain? Oh, there's so much to do. Is it you? Yeah, here we go. Hey, you there. Do you have any medicinal herbs? My stomach is killing me. He's in pretty rough shape. I mean, I have 14, so why not?
You saved me.
I just realized that, and here I thought there was no fun anime this season. For SAO. Oh, it's feeling a bit better. You're a kind one. People normally pay no mind to purpose like me, but you really helped me. Here,
Take this as thanks.
Ooh, I got incense. Perfect. That was nice of you to make that man so happy. I hope he gets better. Let's see if that's gonna come back to us later for a potential good
All right,
thing.
then.
Catacombs. I just want to find the church. I don't know where it is, and can't like zoom in on these maps, sadly.
Where to?
Okay.
What to do?
I'm actually watching Delicious in Dungeon since I missed it when it aired. My friend wanted to watch Delicious Dungeon with me, but his wife was not, because his wife was not down for it. I'm friends with this like married couple, and I'm currently showing them Apothecary Diaries, and they're just like, oh, what do we watch after? Oh, here it is. What do we watch after we're done with Apothecary Diaries? I've already seen it, but I'm showing it to them. And the husband was like, oh, let's watch Delicious in Dungeon. And the wife was like, I do not want to watch that. And I was like, should I watch it? Sure. I would like the medicine, please.
Closure. I can see that you're an elder. I'll not turn you away if you've come here with a purpose. However, I do hope you will keep it brief.
Excuse me.
Should we be hiding our identity or something, or would that be more suspicious? Or can we not escape racism no matter where we go? Thanks, I think. Anyways, we heard you sell a type of medicine called Breath of Fresh Air here.
Breath of fresh air, you say? We typically only make that particular remedy available to those who have accepted the light of sanctism. But let it be known that we practice generosity. By special exception for an elder, you may demonstrate your sincerity by
Purchasing it for 500 Reeve. Farrah, don't watch the first 11 episodes while hungry? Ooh. But is it actually like a good show? Or I know people have been talking about it, but I thought people were talking about it to clown on it, but I actually don't know anything about it. For an elder, you're raising the prices because of his tribe?
Surely you would not expect your vulgar tribe to stand as equals among the blessed. Our teachings forbid it. Thus I ask you demonstrate your sincerity.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yawn.
Bear in mind, to even sell, that is, give them to you is taboo. I'd appreciate a show of gratitude more than words of protest.
How may I share?
Now, how may I assist?
Ugh. Do I really have to buy the Breath of Fresh Air for 500? I guess I have to. There's really no other way. According to this advice thing. Okay. Let's go back. Very good so far. I already watched way too many animes that make you hungry. Are there other cooking shows? Actually, there used to be this one, it wasn't necessarily a cooking anime, but it was a kitchen type anime. It was also fantasy based. I don't remember what it was called, but it was basically a girl who I think was poor, and she gets a job at a restaurant. I think she had blonde hair. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't really get to watch most of it. Isekai is Izakaya Nobu makes me really hungry. I think I've heard of that one too, but I don't know anything about it.
But why?
How do I report my requests? This one. Oh, I don't know how to get back. Where did we get it from? Oh, here. Sunshade Row. There's a Fate cooking anime? No way. The Fate series has a cooking anime? Like that Fate?
What's it all got to do with us? Just can't stand it.
That's hilarious. I did not know that.
You're not getting off the hook for
Oh, paragraph. Nobuyuki Yazawa owns a Kyoto izakaya, while Shinobu Senkei serves customers. 3 months prior to the series' start, Shinobu went to an Inari shrine and prays for the izakaya's success. Inari-sama responds by making the front door open into the old capital city of Iteria to another world. Interesting. Also funny that the name's Inari, because doesn't that mean idiot or something? Like a form of idiot or something like that?
Grand Cathedral.
Or just like weirdo. More like weirdo rather than idiot, actually. Yeah, that Fate? That's funny. Why would Fate have a cooking show? I mean, I've never seen Fate, so I don't know.
You there?
My dear fellow, is that the breath of fresh air? Did you get that for me?
Thank you. So
Oh,
very
praise
much.
be! I give you the deepest of thanks. With this, my daughter can be cured. I apologize for having so little faith in you. People have been quite anxious since the incident at the Grand Cathedral, so the prices on everything have increased.
Wow, the fact that people can just do that.
On top of that, the discrimination against the Mustari and other minor tribes have only worsened. Hardly any shops will serve me. But I digress. Allow me to return the favor.
Hey, no.
Hardly seems worthy of praise to do something so simple as purchase medicine. It's wrong that this problem exists within the country in the first place.
You there?
Mm-hmm. They're finally addressing it directly.
What you did means the world to me. Thank you, truly, for saving my daughter's life. Please, you must take this, a token of my gratitude.
Inari's Japanese fox god? That, I know it means fox god, but I also heard it meant weirdo. I heard that from someone, I don't remember. But they also could have been wrong about that and gave me wrong information. That and the Grand Order are the only Fates I've watched. I have not watched any Fates, so I can't really say much. Also good fortune, and I think one of their creator deities? Okay. You learn something new every day. Something like that. Increases tolerance.
All right.
My tolerance actually go up? No, we're still 1. I hear a voice.
Within thee.
Thy present glow comes from one of the splendid virtues already dwelling within thee.
That brilliance.
This glow serves thee best as the kindling to inflame thy followers' trust in thee.
Now then.
Gather the royal virtues and fulfill thy destiny.
Improving royal virtues. Okay, we know what that is. Basically, those stats like Persona. An accessory. I'm sorry, but what does it do? It's so rusty, I can't tell what it is.
I've heard you can get it appraised at a shop. Anyone will do. I'm afraid I don't know more about it, as none of those places would serve me.
No way.
Ah, for crying out loud. They won't even let you shop. Thank you, though. We should get this looked at, Will.
Bye now.
Excuse me, but I must now administer the medicine to my daughter. Thank you again, and may our divine relic bless this kind young man.
Oh gosh, paragraph again. Inari Okami, also called Oinari, is the Japanese kami of boxes, fertility, rice, tea, sake, agriculture industry, and general prosperity and worldly success, and is one of the principal kami of Shinto. You know what's annoying? I feel like I would have learned what this is if my professor in college who taught my anime class was actually there. I think I might have told that story, right? How I took an anime class in college, but at some point in the semester, the professor just disappeared for like 8 weeks. Like 8 or 10 weeks, and we technically just didn't have class. Like no work, we didn't have any work, no classwork. Like it was a remote class too. So I don't know, she just like stopped like updating her what did they call it? Wherever we got our assignments from. And we were just like, so we just not have anything to do? And yeah, we basically just didn't have anything to do. And then after those 10 weeks were over, she was like, guys, I'm so sorry, like that I disappeared. And she came back like around like finals time. So we just took like one final, which was technically just like a group project of like, influences of Japan. So some people had like religion in Japan or like aesthetics of Japan, and we just basically had to make like presentations off of it. And I forgot what exactly mine was specifically, but I know it had something to do with like Shintoism, or just like I totally 100% forget. But I remember I had to watch Blue Exorcist, I think it was. Was it Blue Exorcist? It might have, I'm not 100% sure. It might have been Blue Exorcist for my presentation because of the Shintoism in it. Wait, was it not Blue Exorcist? That doesn't sound right. Blue Exorcist. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it was Blue Exorcist. Or wait, maybe it was. Because I remember there was a heavy influence of, what was it, Shintoism in it? But I only had to watch a few episodes, not a lot. And then we basically had to give examples of like culture in anime, something like that. Anime class, huh? Yeah, it should have been a great class, but because our professor disappeared for like 10 weeks, I feel like I didn't really get the experience I could have. It honestly ended up being just like a waste of money, to be honest, sadly. Sounds like my kind of school class. Exactly. I don't know if they still have that class or not, since apparently the professor does this like every semester, so I don't know. I've always been a fan of Japanese agriculture personally. Ooh, yeah. I would love to learn about that too. I know the anime you talk about. Yeah, I think it was Blue Exorcist. I mean, it was a long time ago, so I can't really remember. College was a long time ago, guys. Okay, so, oh, there's Stroll. Okay, what else should I do today? So I know there's a bunch of other side quests we can take on. Oh, my internet. Oh, I thought my internet went out. I was about to be like, oh no, but is my stream okay? Okay. Give the man and paint a medicinal herb. I already did that. Okay. Let's go to
All right then.
Sun Lemeo.
Let's go.
Because I believe we came across a couple people who had side quests there. So let's just grab all the side quests we can.
What's happened?
What's happened? Oops. Let's see. Let's blade around this place. Wait, was it not here? Maybe it wasn't here. Okay, the not so slums part of the area. Oh, here we go. Igniter Merchant. Oh wait, we ran into this lady earlier. I'm a big fan of Japanese woodworking, but I doubt I'll ever be architecture, not agriculture. Oh, did I read agriculture? My bad. Damn, I really cannot read today. Japanese architecture. Japanese architecture. That also sounds fun. Oh, I heard that there's like I've learned that there's like a I think it was Japanese like architecture where it's like a no nail, like you don't use nails, like you build completely with like wood. What do they call it? Like puzzle piece kind of. But it's like supposed to be a lot more sturdy than nails. But it's basically like you build buildings without nails, and like the point of it is that everything like slots together and it secures like that. I forgot what that was called, but I saw like an Instagram reel about it like about a month ago or something, and it was pretty interesting. But woodworking is also cool. When I was there was also a woodworking classes at one of my schools growing up too. I got a lot of fun stuff where there was like woodworking, glass blowing, ceramics, anime class. You know, I just so happened to have just gone to schools that have like crazy classes like that. Sad things like that would never have worked with Swedish winters. Oh wait, I've missed some messages. The way Japanese homes used to be made is just very interesting to me, but not Swedish. Oh, the environment wise, because Japan doesn't really get like heavy winters, huh? Because they're like an island. They actually have contests for who can get the thinnest plane shavings. What? Interesting. Have you guys seen like that that Disney, I don't remember what it is, but it's like basically Donald Duck, Goofy, and Mickey are like poor and they live together, and they're like they're sitting around the table trying to have dinner, but all they have is like bread and like jam, and like Mickey cuts like the bread in like the slices, like the thinnest slice you've ever seen in your life, like that. That just popped into my head when you said plane shaving. That's the same way buildings in the US need to be done. I agree. But apparently here in the US, there's a law that says like the framework has to have nails. Like that same video where I saw that like method of building framework without nails, like and everything's just puzzle pieced together. I saw that someone actually tried to do that in the US, but they had to take it down because the law requires that your framework has to have nails. And I was like, what? But it's 30. In the 1700s. Yeah, the way that they used to be done. We should just go back to our old roots. Yeah, in Sweden, thick insulation and triple glass and such are kind of requirements to keep the heat in. Oof. And then in the US, we're all required to have air conditioners because it's always hot here. It's always hot in the US. I remember you, Elda. Seems I was right about you not being a local. I've heard the rumors. My sources just suggest that you and Grius were working together. What? Have you been stalking me? I always found how fragile US houses and doors really odd. I guess it just depends maybe where in the US you live. Because there are some like very well built places and then there's some not built places. The thing with the US is like the US is so big that like every state is basically its own country. And the way things are done in different states is very, very different from each other. You know, like, there's different areas of a state. So some places will be built differently, I guess. Like, I don't know how to describe it. But just the way things are built in a more rural area are not the same ways that something built in a more like compact business industry type of place would be built, if that makes sense. Very different. Like I don't know if that made sense. Building codes are a pain for unique architecture. Where I live, everything is brick and concrete with security doors with multiple bolts and steel plate in the middle of the door. Oh, interesting. Every state has its own codes on top of the national building code. Yeah, that's another thing too.
What?
Oh, I should be reading this. What job?
Yes.
A dangerous one, shall we say? I imagine a colleague of Grius would likely have the skill and discretion required. However, perhaps I'd better look elsewhere. I do realize how young you are at first glance. I prefer to work with someone who already understands how the world works to some degree. Too much risk otherwise. Don't want your death on my conscience.
With a retort that demonstrates your royal virtues, you can gain the upper hand and win new supporters. What? Consider the type of ruler you'd like to be and respond well when someone questions your capabilities. Yo, this game is gonna be stressful, isn't it? Oh god.
This lady owns the igniter shop, right? I bet the pay would be decent. Might be worth taking the job if it's nothing too crazy.
What is this? Does this mean I need to have like a certain stat level before I can ask this? Okay, I need more wisdom. Okay.
Farewell.
Whoops.
Right?
A shame we can't even ask about it. Okay, so I messed up. Hey, just a thought here, bud. She's not really seeing you, is she? Not that she thinks you're a bad guy, but she absolutely defining you by your tribe and age. But if we can get her to see you as an actual person, I feel like she'd tell us more. I bet we'd make an impression if we helped other people around town. Let's see if there's anything we can do for the people here. I bet that'll help you get better at setting yourself apart, too. I'll gather information for you, so if you're ever unsure about anything, just ask. Just don't forget we still have to do something about the Grand Cathedral, too. Got it? Okay. Did I get that quest? Oh. What?
Back again. Yes.
Am I not allowed to take it? Okay, so I need higher wisdom before I can take that job. Okay, I guess that's...
Yes, I
That makes sense.
All right.
There is another side quest over here. I saw a video of U.S. police busting down a door within 20 seconds while European police tried the same at a home, and it took over 30 minutes before they gave up. They had to bring in a hydraulic battering ram to beat down the door. I mean, I feel like that they do that for commercial and resident homes. They make the doors kind of weak, but more like, I think, industry buildings would be a little more sturdier. Or I guess it also depends on how the owners of that building decide to renovate as well.
Oh.
There's a lot of different factors, honestly. I don't know. I feel like I can't really say much because I've only ever lived in one state and one city in my entire life, so things could be completely different in other states. I wouldn't know either. As an American, I don't know how some parts of America work either, to be honest. Because like I said, every state is its own country. Things are different in other places. Like, even just within my own, like, area, like, school buses are a thing where I live. But my coworkers live in areas where school buses are not a thing. And even they thought that school buses were only done in the movies. Like, I was talking, like, last week I was talking to one of my coworkers who's only ever grown up in, like, one town their whole life as well. And, we were talking, I don't remember why, but we were talking about school buses. And I was talking about how, like, oh, like, I'm lucky that, you know, my parents could always drive me to school and, you know, they never had to pay for the bus or anything like that. And my coworker was like, wait a second. You had a school bus growing up? And I was like, yeah, the yellow school buses, like, every morning they come and, you know, they'd pick up kids and drive them to school and back from school. And my coworker was like, wait, I thought that was just in the movies. And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? So that was a shock to learn, where I thought school buses were normal. But what, just like an hour away from where I live, some people also, like, don't eat, like, the concept of school buses is not a thing. And I was like, huh? Huh? A lot of my European friends give me trouble about the lightness of US construction. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure the way a lot of US buildings are not great. I feel like US architecture is boring as well. I always thought the yellow school buses were a movie prop nowadays, and that the US stopped using them like 5 years ago, given how old they look. No, they're still a thing. The school bus still drives by around my block every morning, picking up kids, dropping them off. But yeah, like, I can understand why people would think it's a movie prop now, at least. Because now I understand why people would think it's a movie prop. But no, it's a real thing. It is a real thing, but I guess apparently it just depends on where you live. I would only ever take the school bus for, like, field trips. I never had to take it regularly, but it's so funny that, like, even there are some Americans out there that also thought it was a movie prop. Like, that blew my mind as well.
Grand, isn't it?
Well, for better or for worse, your tribe certainly stands out, but more importantly, your reaction gave you away. Oops. You see, I work in a very high-end hotel as an apprentice cook. But so far, all I've been interested... Okay, sorry. That voice doesn't suit him, but I was trying to avoid coughing, but I did anyways. I've been entrusted with the chores. My dream is to become a 5-star chef. To that end, I've been researching the various cuisines of the city, and the hushed honeybee has caught my nose, if you will. I made the mistake of telling my superiors I wanted to go, but they stopped me cold. If I learn to cook from a Parapus, it will damage our kitchen's reputation, they said.
Now what am I to do?
They told me if I even get caught setting foot in Sunshade Row, I'd be fired on the spot. I'm a Nadia, and he doesn't even trust me. It's the same tired prejudices. Nadia are liars and cheats, and so on, so if it's not too much trouble, can I ask for your help with something? Okay, it feels like almost every race we've come across is, like, discriminated in some sort of way. Like, what is the quote-unquote supreme race in this world?
Because it just feels like everyone around here is getting discriminated.
I'd like you to go help out with cooking at the Hushed Honeybee and then report back to me about what it is like. The only catch is, my employer has some high priority guests coming soon, so if possible, I'd like you to get it back to me by June 19th.
Please, if
I'd
there's
like to
anything
learn
you
about
can
the
do.
ingredients, what the kitchen's like, and of course what the taste of the food. Naturally, I make it worth your while. How's that sound?
Thank you much.
Oh god, I'm behind. 50 years ago, not 5. Oh. No, school buses haven't really changed the design. I mean, there's like a van version of them, but for the most part, it's still like the long bus versions. I think the idea is that the US, you build your homes cheap and rebuild them if they get destroyed, while in Europe, they focus it on building them sturdy from the start so they don't get destroyed by natural disasters. Yeah, that does make sense. A lot of people, well, I don't know, there's a house issue right now in this economy, but I can get that. A lot of people are really into like home renovations, so that's another thing. Oldest building in my town is a church from the 13th century. Oh dang, that is actually crazy. I would love to see that. Clemar, what's Clemar? Sorry, I'm behind on chat. What did I say? School bus in Sweden is just a normal bus with a warning sign on the front and back and the text up front saying school bus. I know there's a reason why ours are yellow, and I think it's because so like you can obviously see it, because you know kids have to like get on and off at times, so it's important that you see the school bus and you stop when kids are getting off. You know, like legally, like if a school bus is pulled over and like letting kids off, any car behind and in front, even on the opposite side of the road, has to stop. Basically, like all traffic has to come to a stop on both directions. Quest start. Help the Hush Honeybee. Busy at night. Okay, well it's only the afternoon right now. Oh, I have to collect beetles. Oh my god, there's a lot we have to do on this day. I don't know if I'll even finish before I have to end stream. Okay. I see, okay. Okay, we are accepting the side quest, but I don't think we're doing them. Okay, I have to go to the recruitment center because it looks like there's a golden beetle we can collect. The noble race. Oh, you were answering my question. I see. The Clemars. Is Luis a Clemar? I don't remember what they said about him. I think they meant Clemar are the ones on top of the racial pile right now. Gotcha. I mean, you would have to be very blind to not see a 15-meter long bus. I mean, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Depending on where you live, there's a joke. Not really a joke, but driving definitely differs by state. I've heard California has some of the worst drivers because they're... I don't know what happens over there, but apparently California has some very bad drivers. From what I've heard, the Hush Honeybee is really busy at night. So when the sun sets, let's ask Fabian what we can do to help. I think it's because California is so condensed and everyone wants to drive fast because you have to drive a lot in California, but because there's so much traffic, they just get like impatient. So maybe that is it. I mean, you would have... Oh, I already read that. Cali is horrible. I don't even want to know. If it took me like almost like an hour and a half to get home today because of traffic, I can't imagine what it's like. What it's like over there. But mine is because there was unusually heavy traffic on my route today. But you know, I need more water. I can hear my voice going out. I'll probably stream for like a few more minutes. Apparently there's a lot we have to do on this day, but I don't think I'll be able to finish it all before I should ideally be a responsible adult and go to bed. Okay. Pennsylvania has good drivers, but good grief, are the roads bad? That's another thing too. I know the few times I've been to Florida, like, They have toll roads everywhere. It's so annoying. But their roads are actually pretty nice. And that's probably because they have toll roads everywhere. Because they actually have funding for their roads. But damn, that is annoying. But yeah. Yeah, same thing. Depends on the state. I know it'd be rough for California to have good roads everywhere because there's so much condensed traffic that just closing off one lane could cause a lot of issues, but
What on earth?
okay, so we've accepted that quest.
All right then.
Where are there other places where I can get quests? Okay, there's one here. Oh, wait, no, that's where I just am. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go to the recruitment center. So we can get the beetles. The gold beetles. Oh gosh. Where is this gold beetle located? In the corner of the hallway. Okay. Shiny gold. Shiny gold. I don't see. Shiny gold. Shiny gold. Oh, here it is. Gold beetle! Alright, we got that one. Okay, so there's something by the Grand Cathedral. We don't have to go in the Grand Cathedral, but there's something around there. Was it this one? Okay.
Let's go.
In Sweden, you are supposed to slow down and keep your eyes out anytime you pass a bus standing at a stop. And if it is below 50 kilometers per hour, you should stop completely once the bus signal is ready to leave. Yeah, that's how they do with school buses. With school buses, like, you have to stop traffic on both sides, but with like public buses, the public buses will put their hazard lights on, and if there's enough room on the road, they can pull over, or there might be little spots for them to like slot in and pull over. But most of the time, like, if that's not the case, then they come to a complete stop in the middle of the road, and cars will either be stuck behind or they'll like go into the other lane and go around. But there's no like rule for at least public buses that all traffic has to come to a stop. But for school buses, yes. Okay, so I'm looking for a water merchant. Not you. Is it like one of these guys? Mass shopkeeper.
All right.
Water merchant. Water merchant. Is it an actual shop?
But my comrades in arms are still in there.
Here we go. Water merchant. The panic at the cathedrals is bringing in more people. You there? Won't you buy some of our water? Your fake holy water that's probably just tap water. You don't have to stop completely unless it's ready to leave, but you should always keep your eyes out for potential people coming out from behind it. Interesting. Yeah. Am I supposed to buy anything here? Purchase 3 fruit cornels she's selling. This will be useful for something upcoming. Oh gosh, okay. I have to buy all 3 of them? I don't have the money. Oh shit. Okay. Do I have anything to sell?
Now then.
I have to spend so much money buying all these. Well, if it's listed on the advice, I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it.
Comrades in arms are still in there.
U.S. school buses actively have an extending stop sign on them. Oh yeah, when the buses come to a complete stop, there are these signs on the side that like they're like tucked in, but when people are getting off, they'll like push out, and then they have like flashing red lights, so all the cars know that they should stop. It's like an indication of like when movement on the bus is about to happen, basically. Okay, catacombs. We go to the catacombs. Catacombs. Because there was something over here. Oh, this is where the dungeon is. Okay. I probably will not do this stream. I was planning on doing it for this stream, but I ended up yapping too much. So, yes. I'll just oh god. Sorry, my bad. Oh, before I forget. Here, this Ariadne's thread is for you. Did I read that right? Ariadne? Yeah. If you ever need to return to the entrance in a flash, this is a must-have. You never know when you'll find yourself in a tight spot, so don't go exploring with that one. You can pick them up at general stores. Okay, so this looks like where the dungeon is about to start.
What now?
So let's save here. Oh my god. Now you didn't yap. I think I spent like 70% of the stream yapping. Cause what, we only got through one day of this game. At what probably has like, I mean, if we're comparing this to like other Alice games, there's probably like a year's calendar on this. So, I need to get my VTuber debut out of the way so I can like, I can play this much more often.